95.7 The Game. Breaking news.
Just a couple moments ago, Kyle Shanahan reported that Brock Purdy has entered concussion protocol.
Oh, my.
That is the report we have from ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Incredible.
Wow. Well, let's do a 180.
You're going to win your bet.
Which is why.
Remember you asked me how many games do we think Darnold would start?
I'm having a hell of a year. I don't know why you bet with me in the first place. All right, well, that's
Where did that
big
come
news.
from?
That's a great question. In case you're just joining us, Evan Giddings telling us that Brock Purdy is in concussion protocol. Is that all we know? Is that all Shanahan
yes, that was
has
from
said?
Kyle Shanahan's press conference call just a moment ago.
And clearly he didn't, or he's still talking right now, so they'll try to figure out when exactly it occurred. Uh-oh.
Man.
What's today, Wednesday?
Yeah, it is.
Sunday?
Hump day. Wow, man. Sam Darnold, could he get a shot?
Well, if Sam
he
Darnold
had no Debo.
If Sam Darnold plays well, does he keep the job?
Oh, boy. And this is after two so games from
Evan,
Purdy?
you may be privy to more information, obviously, because you're monitoring it, so feel free to jump in if you need to.
Yeah, so Nick Wagner of ESPN reported that Brock Purdy started having symptoms on the plane ride home from Minnesota.
Gotcha.
And he took a couple walks.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
when he took some hits.
It could be when he was diving, going out of bounds, Steiny, that helmet hits the ground or somebody else. It could happen so just,
I think he made the best scramble of his career on Monday.
Was that night? He looked like incredible. A cat. Remember you called Bosa a cat before? On the carpet, Steiny.
If I give Purdy credit for that scramble, I got to give Kirk Cousins credit for it looked like he was tackled or somebody was on top of him.
And he got up and threw it.
Man.
Dude, I want Brock to play, but are you telling me we're going to see Darnold?
Maybe.
And Darnold would be,
what?
The last two games of Brock Purdy weren't the first umpteen games of them. So he comes in with that rocket
Quarterback
launcher.
Controversy burgeoning?
Boy.
Blossoming?
Nah.
In case you're just joining us.
Evan with a bomb.
Brock Purdy, and this is perfect because we'll have John Dickinson on at 1 o'clock. JD, our 49ers reporter. He's down in Santa Clara, I'm sure. And he was at the game Monday in Minneapolis, and he was at the Warriors game last night in San Francisco. He'll be tapped into this, so we will talk to John Dickinson at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
And then we got to see the D, how they bounce back, because they got to bounce back. But then now you may have a new QB.
They really have to bounce back? You know who's got to bounce back? The Cleveland Browns defense. Now, they got to bounce back.
Well, they won
they
that
gave
game.
up,
Yeah,
but they gave up 30.
Game.
But you said defense.
Yeah. And they won that game, though.
But they gave up 38.
That they did to Gardner Minshew.
So,
man, who saw this? He's in protocol. I don't mean he's out, but when did we know? Did you know? Was it Thursday, Friday, Evan? Like, when did they know? Could it be Saturday?
Yeah, probably Saturday. He's going to have to pass tests and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
The question I have is, are we?
Well, Sam
does
won't
this
have
put
Debo.
it? Does this? If he doesn't play Sunday, is it possible we got a quarterback issue if Darnold plays well?
I'm not privy. I'm
not either.
You got to do the bet. No, I mean, you ain't far off. But no, he's done too much, right? Just been two so games.
What if Darnold looks like Purdy did when he first started?
Dude, he came here for a reason, Matt.
510, probably on that 4th and 1 after they did that push. The next play, he threw a bad interception. Somebody's also saying maybe on the quarterback sneak.
Man, who knows, man? It's a violent game.
Boy.
This is just...
Brock Purdy in concussion protocol for the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, they play the Bengals on Sunday here. And
that's going to be a great game.
Yeah, it should be.
T. Higgins, Burrow, Mixon, Jamar Chase. Oh, boy.
You're worried.
No, this is reality TV sports. It's the best thing going. This was not on the script.
No, it wasn't. Brock Purdy in concussion protocol. Man. Okay. Darnold to be the new starter the rest of the year.
And now we're going to get all the people
I'll bet
coming
on
out
that.
we're going to get all the people coming out the woodworks. I told you.
I mean, honestly, this is where I will look at the silver lining. Go ahead, Evan.
So just doing some digging here.
Sure.
The player who is in concussion protocol has to be cleared by both the club physician and the independent neurological consultant to return to full activities.
Another team employee.
The fact that this happened on a Monday night game with a shorter week probably does increase the chance of Brock Purdy not playing on Sunday or not being available, not being cleared by that time.
Wow.
I mean,
man,
I don't. I'm not saying this is good by any stretch. Any stretch.
That said, you can be cleared at any time.
Right.
So he could be cleared Saturday night if he passes protocols.
No doubt.
More from Nick Wagner. Purdy's already feeling better. He's taking part in some aspects of today's walkthrough. Again, still time for him to clear protocol and start on Sunday, according to Kyle Shanahan. Meantime, Sam Darnold will get the reps with the starters.
All right.
And how did Purdy get his job, Steiny? Injury. And I know this is different, a concussion, but still,
Well, he also got his. Yeah, he did. He did.
He had some. He wasn't rooting for it, but 2 guys went down.
But the way I look at it is,
He never gave it back up.
the way I look at it is, all right, it's a concussion. I'm not taking a concussion lightly.
Yeah.
But
We can't.
most of them you can come back from in a relatively quick manner. So if he doesn't play on Sunday,
You think he'd be ready the next week?
well, but I'm just saying,
If your boy goes for 3 tugs,
I
does
just
that
wanna see
even
what
matter?
I'd like to see what Darnold does.
Yeah.
Why not?
A lot of people, I'm sure, out there wanting to see.
I mean, even if Purdy gets banged up again down the line, then Darnold will at least have a game or 2 under his belt. So
amazing.
No
No Debo for if. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. No Debo at the luxury for Sam Darnold if he were to get the start.
Per Adam Schefter, Brock Purdy is now unlikely to play based on this trend. No NFL player placed in a concussion protocol this season has played the same week. The last one to make concussion protocol who played the same week was Kenny Pickett in 2022. So it did happen last year, has not happened this year.
And Pickett was 7 for 28 that day, I'm sure.
Probably a comeback.
Stinks.
Oh, I thought you knew for Steiny. They're 4-2.
They stink.
He's got some receivers back.
They will not make the playoffs. Would you
I
like
will
to bet?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you want to bet me on
Evan
that?
wanted it. I wanted to.
They're not winning the division.
No,
I know that.
Can we make
They
the
don't have
bet
to.
first?
We're betting on the playoffs.
Can we make the bet first? Mouth.
Kiss my ass,
Look
guys.
at him. You scared him, Evan.
You didn't scare me.
Evan, I was ready, and Evan jumped in.
I'm going to make
Mouth.
that. I'll make that bet.
In fairness, we can also. How about we also place a bet that the Vikings will make the playoffs this year? Since you're
Well, that's
in love with
harder
them.
for them, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
Evan, you can do
why
that.
is it so hard? I thought they started
They're
0-3. And it
three-
doesn't matter.
The record right now matters.
Yeah.
Please.
So why did 0-3 not matter?
It did matter. But what I said was it's not as serious because you have 17 games. You need to be careful here, Evan.
I'm just saying.
Evan
if you feel
wants
so
that
confident
smoke.
about the
I
Vikings
didn't like
making
him
the
giving
playoffs.
you the other bet. Like, let's focus on Pittsburgh. 4-2.
They're not going to make the playoffs. I don't think they will.
They got, I'm telling you, Pickens and now Johnson's come back at receiver. They were looking good.
Got the defensive player of the year, maybe.
Boy, him and Garrett.
Oh, Garrett's on the Steelers?
No, him
Oh,
and Garrett,
okay.
neck and
Yeah,
neck.
exactly.
Not Bosa and Micah.
No, but seriously, like, how many people do you think want to see Sam Darnold play?
I do.
Wow.
Obviously,
And you know
assuming
what? I
Brock
got my
can't go.
hand.
Not like if Brock's healthy.
I do.
I
do. And you know what?
too.
I mean, like, I'm not glad he's got a concussion.
no doubt.
But if he's got a concussion, sit him and let's see what Darnold can do.
No, especially after just 2 so-so games from Purdy. Like, that's the timing of it for Sam is like, hey, Sam, I'm excited to see him out there if he's out there.
So we don't know when he got the concussion.
No. He finished the game.
Well, what if he was playing with a concussion?
For all we know, it could have been something from practice.
Or it could have been something early in the game and he was concussed in the fourth quarter.
But not on that scramble that you pointed out, Steiner. He left flames on that carpet. He got up out of there. I was like, oh, this is just wow, man. Just something different.
Shame they don't have Trey Lance.
Oh, man. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Sam Darnold's not going to be playing with Debo Samuel either, so.
Steiny, what do you
That's
think
true.
this is? From the 650, and I got your back. Steiny's ridiculous. He flops more than a Benihana chef.
Another one of our listeners doesn't know what they're talking about.
I love that Steiny voice right there.
No, they just don't. I mean, It's a minority of people.
So we're up here talking about the Warriors after game one. Breaking news. Nobody knows Purdy's dealing with anything, and he might be out against Cincy. And the team's lost 2 in a row.
How about this unclear on the concept from the 408? I love you, 408. Great reporting, Evan.